Hey, you guys, what's going on today? I know normally we discuss about being positive and being uplifting and all those kind of things. Um, I just listened to a talk about using your pain and using kind of your flaws and using your times of adversity to not only kind of mold yourself as far as you becoming who you are, but also using that as a driver in helping you become who you want to be. As I was listening to this conversation, this talk, it got me really kind of reflecting on some things that I've gone through in my own personal life. One thing that for me that I know really kind of helped me mold to become the person I am today is when I went through literally probably the hardest time I think I've ever gone through in my life. I was 23 or 24. I moved back up to the Denver area. I was living at home. I was finishing up school. I decided not to play football anymore, and that was a huge adjustment for me, not only on a lifestyle standpoint of not basically having that training regimen every day, but also on a standpoint of me not really knowing who I was as far as a person goes. I was always labeled as Brandon the football player, Brandon the college football player. And when I stopped doing that, it all of a sudden became a little bit of identity crisis for me. And so I began to really resent and kind of become kind of hateful and angry regarding that, and then I was grasping onto a lot of different things I was grasping onto my younger brother who was playing high school sports, who was always better than me at everything. He's the kid that never really had to really put in a lot of time and effort. He was always the kid that was leaps and bounds better than everyone else just because he was a natural athlete. And so I grabbed a hold of him and tried to basically push him to the things that I wish I would have done in my lifetime. I wish I would have done when I was his age. And that all of a sudden started becoming causing a little bit of a rift, and that also led into causing issues with my mom and my parents. And then eventually really ended up causing issues with my girlfriend, who I was with ever from high school all the way through college. It caused me to become somebody that I really, really growing up told myself I would never become. And so looking back at that was a huge time in my life that it caused a lot of pain to the people around me because I was in so much pain myself of not allowing myself to be happy in my own skin, and it was also the time in which I was losing my grandfather. It was a really hard time in my life that a lot of people don't know, but I have a tattoo on this in the lower part of my back that it's an ass hat, by the way. It's not a tramp stamp, but it's a sunrise that signifies that no matter how hard of the day may seem or what obstacles ahead of you, tomorrow's a new day, and you can always make the best part of that, and that was one of those things that every day I can turn around and look in the mirror and see that on my back, and I can understand that no matter what's going on, a new day is on the horizon tomorrow, and I can become a better person for that. And so what I want to get out to you guys today is if you're in a time of turmoil, and if you're in a time of maybe not being in a place that you want to be in, know that you are the one in charge of that. Know that you are the one that can take grasp of your life and that you can control whether or not you are happy, whether you're sad. It may not be easy, but you are in control of that. It took me years to understand that. It took me a lot of time of pain and putting myself through scenarios that I always told myself that I didn't want to be. I didn't want to become the person that I had become, but I did. And, looking back at that was one of the more regretful things that I have in my life, but at the same time, it's one of the more thankful things that I have in my life, because I know if I start taking those turns down that road again, I've been there, I've lived that, and I know I can get myself back on the better path. And so, for you guys, if this is something that you're going through, know that you can do this. Know that there is a better way, there is a better path, and there are people out there that are willing to help out, and you just got to not shun those people out of your life. So yeah, for this is a hard topic for me. I know probably a hard topic for a lot of people, but a lot of times it's owning the situation you're in and know that you are in control of that. So that's what I just want to get to you guys today. A little bit heartfelt one. I know it's not so upbeat and kind of rah, the ones that we always kind of get out there, but more than anything, you guys, you're in control. Take whatever you are, whatever you got going on in your life, whether it be pain, whether it be sadness, happiness, whatever it is, and own it and take it to the next level of what you want to become as far as yourself and any endeavors you wish to be a part of. So hopefully this helps you guys. Yeah, that's kind of one of my life stories that I've learned from, and hopefully it helps you guys. Later, y'all.